Louise devoted her whole life to children, working as a school teacher. She then retired and lived in a small house. While her husband was alive, he mowed the lawn and painted the house, but he passed away 2 years ago. Louise managed for a while, but then the lawnmower broke down and her yard was overgrown with grass. One day she was picking up the mail and found a letter from the city community that instructed Louise to maintain the house and lawn so that it met the requirements for the appearance. Otherwise, she would be fined for $3,000. Louise cried right on the lawn. Her neighbor Julia came up to her and asked what had happened. "I can't fulfill these requirements," Louise cried. "Painting the house is too expensive for me if I hire workers, and I no longer have the strength to paint it myself, and the lawnmower is broken." Julia reassured Louise. She said that her husband Bill would come home from work soon, and they would come up with something. Louise was sitting in the living room when she heard a noise outside. She looked out the window and saw Bill mowing her lawn. Louise went out onto the porch, and he said that it was not difficult for him to mow his neighbor's lawn along with his own. She said that she couldn't pay much, and Bill laughed and said that he would take only cookies for a payment that Louise used to share when they were kids. Louise smiled and agreed. When Bill was done with the lawn, he asked what color Louise wanted for the house. She was confused. She said she didn't have that much money. Bill replied that thanks to Louise, he became what he became. After all, she is his favorite teacher, and he remembers how much she bothered with him. After all, thanks to her efforts and patience, he graduated well from high school and was able to get a scholarship for college, and then a good job. So, painting the house is the least I can do for you. Louise burst into tears. Bill got to work the next day, and a couple of weeks later, the teacher's house was the most beautiful and elegant on the street. Bill helped Louise around the house for years, and the payment was always hot chocolate and homemade cookies. And when she died, Bill and Julia were shocked to learn that Louise bequeathed the house to them. Her lawyer also handed a letter from her. "Dear Bill and Julia, I'm the first to interrupt our turn of good deeds for each other. Forgive me for this, and accept this humble gratitude for your big and generous hearts. Louise." Do good not for the sake of receiving good, and it'll return in multiple sizes.